celebrating 50 years of success. This is the Atlantic 10 Conference on ESPN+.
Welcome to the Billiken Sports Center, site of the Atlantic 10 Championship game. Loyola and Fordham with a chance to etch their names in A10 history. And with a win in this first game, Fordham can punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Alongside Hall of Famer Lori Blade, I'm Colin Surrey along with you. And Lori, we've had such an exciting tournament. These Fordham Rams had to play on day one, 3 wins in a row to get to the same spot they were last year. You know there's a lot of motivation for them to come through in this game.
They have been on a roll. We'll get to see if they continue that, but it's going to come down to, I think we'll get good pitching from both, but who's going to take advantage of opportunities offensively.
Meanwhile, an improbable comeback for Loyola, down by 7 after 4 innings. They come all the way back to stun the Dayton Flyers to reach this stage. The regular season champs showing the resolve that we know they have in their back pocket at all times. An incredible walk-off home run by Casey Rigby in that one. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups. First pitch between Loyola and Fordham here on ESPN. Welcome back to the Betterment A10 Championship game. Again, Fordham can punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Loyola will have to win 2 against the Rams today if they want to come all the way back and earn that distinction for themselves. Should be a really great game here. Let's take a look at that lineup for the Fordham Rams. Nalia Nogue, Michaela Swan, Nikki Sudol have been set in stone at the top of that order. Sadira Forcucci cleans things up. Eva Karatzis has been awfully dangerous in the middle of that lineup, batting 5th. Kate McGuire had that big grand slam earlier in the championship. Nesturik, Volgraf, and Victoria Klimaszewski, an X-factor of sorts for this Fordham team. We'll talk more about that as we move along in this ball game. But the starting pitcher that they'll face today is Anna Keel, the A10 Rookie of the Year. Had a really rough first outing on day 2 of this championship. She bounced back in such impressive fashion yesterday. A dominant win for Loyola in their first game. Anna Keel was a huge part of that with her ability to shut down the opposing lineup.
It really was key, but I tell you what, I give Alicia Abbott all the credit in the world because the timing that she's used her the last 2 days have been critical. She had brought her in midway through that game yesterday, and it was so important.
Noge.
So look at the defensive alignment for Loyola and a look at Casey Rigby, yesterday's hero for the Ramblers. Abby Gregus controls the running game from behind home plate. We've seen that hose from Palowitz and the ground that Sass covers in center field. Noge takes strike one, and we are underway in the A10 championship game. A 6-2 win over St. Joe's yesterday for Loyola when Kiel shut down that lineup, and then the improbable 8-7 comeback win to reach this stage after losing their first game to the Fordham Rams in run rule fashion. So you know Loyola wants to get that back here today.
Yeah, this is exactly where they wanted to get back to and who they wanted to see for sure.
Nalia Noge is behind in the count 0-2. Anna Kiel picking up right where she left off, firing strikes. Can't get Noge to chase that one. It's 1-2.
Good wasted pitch, but you'd like for it to be a little bit closer to maybe get her to bite on it.
Noge has been doing her job at the top of the order, a .667 on-base percentage in this championship. You can't ask for anything more than that.
No, you can't. She set the table for him, and it's been big throughout.
Talk so much about what a special personality she is and the diversity of those personalities that Fordham has. They've needed every bit of that leadership from up and down this lineup and from the pitching staff. We talked so much about Holly Beeman being a part of that, but she will be in reserve in this one. Olivia Simcoe gets the start for Fordham. We'll tell you more about her as we move ahead. 2-2 pitch to Noge is hit softly to third. That'll be a tough play. Rigby could not get her in time. That's that speed of Noge.
Perfectly placed, and it's such a close play.
The left fielder, number 24, Michaela Swan.
Rigby did everything she could.
She really did. There's not much you can do. That's that speed, and it can be deadly.
And it's worth noting as well that the Ramblers play on a turf field up in Chicago. So that's a play right there where Noge is able to deaden it in the dirt, where maybe you make that play up on the North Shore. Call strike one into Michaela Swan.
Great point, Colin. You get used to that, and it does change when you get onto the dirt. That old school, I love that still.
By the way, shout out to our grounds crew here at the Billiken Sports Center as that bunt is laid foul behind home plate to make it 0-2 on Michaela Swan. They have this field in absolutely perfect shape. The weather has not been ideal over these 4 or 5 days leading up to the tournament and inside this championship, but they have made this place absolutely pristine. 1-2 now to Swan.
They really have. The timing of the rain that we have received has been huge because it's not been necessarily during play, but they've done a phenomenal job getting it ready for gameplay.
Swan with Noge at first base, waves through strike three, and so many times you would see Nalia Noge taking off right away, but again, it's that presence of Abby Gregus behind home plate, providing the chance to keep that runner at first. The strikeout of Swan has one away with Nikki Sudol coming up.
Big strikeout, didn't get the opportunity to move the runner.
And Kiel fires in a strike at the knees to Sudol. Anna Kiel looks nothing like a freshman inside the circle. Her confidence and demeanor and how quickly she works says a lot about how prepared she is for this stage.
Well, number one, for her to bounce back after that first game, it says a lot. But her demeanor is really good. She's calm and steady and is locked in today.
Her 1-1 delivery is on the ground to second base. Sadakis goes to second for one, and that throw goes into the dugout. So Sudol will be awarded second base on the attempt of the double play. Noge wiped off the base pass, but it's a two-out runner in scoring position for Sadira Forcucci, and the Rams have been waiting for this bat to wake up after she had been red hot down the stretch.
Yes, they are. I've been waiting to see her really tag one. Hasn't yet, but still a lot of game to play. For getting Noge off the bases is huge.
Not the same speed out there at second base, and Nikki Sudol. Forcucci watches strike one, and Sadira's got some excellent protection behind her in Eva Karatzis, so maybe not the total pitch around situation that you might think as the count moves to 2-0 on her.
No, I think they're going to be very selective in what they allow her to hit, but you're right. You don't want to pass the bat in this situation.
That is crushed into deep center field, but beneath it, Sass with plenty of room out there to grab the final out of this first inning. Keel holds the Rams scoreless. Loyola will come to the plate when we come back at the Betterment A10 Championship.
For 50 years, the Atlantic 10 has stood for more than competition, creating a legacy of leaders and legends. From buzzer beaters
Jumper in the air,
to championships, where athletics, academics, and the pursuit of excellence converge.
and there's Canby.
As we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the A10 Conference,
Nelson.
we honor the past, embrace the present, and look forward to the future.
Women are power. They're an unstoppable force. Champions of change, breaking down barriers, showing confidence in every move, and courage in the face of any challenge. They stand tall, they are fierce, and women are A10 strong.
Welcome back to the Billiken Sports Center, site of the Betterment A10 Championship. Here's a look at the order for the Loyola Ramblers. Sierra Sass, Avery Vanderwood, Nat Lesnicki at the top. Liz Sudeikis cleans things up. Anna Keel right in the middle of that order, followed by Allie Palowitz. Casey Rigby, the hero yesterday with the walk-off home run, batting 7th. That was her first collegiate home run. Abby Gregus 8th, and Megan Piotrowski at the bottom of the Loyola University Chicago order. First pitch from Olivia Simcoe into Sierra Sass is a call, strike one. Simcoe has been absolutely outstanding all year long for these Fordham Rams. A look at those extremely impressive numbers. 0-2 quickly on Sass.
Yeah, Loyola has to feel good about not giving up anything that first inning after the leadoff got on.
Simcoe went 5 innings against Loyola earlier in this championship. She was cruising through the first half of that performance, ran into a little trouble late, and we'll see if Loyola can keep that in the back of their head, what was successful. But Sass, a late offering for strike 3. Simcoe has a strikeout to begin her day.
Might have gotten her to chase a little bit there. Up and out. A little surprised, it looked like.
It's one of those that maybe thought it was a ball out of the hand and then thought at the last second, ooh, wait a second, I got to protect against that one, and it was too late. Back up the middle. Avery Vanderwood has been outstanding in the A10 Championship, batting near 400.
She has been. Her on base has to be really good, but that's key here.
So a runner on for Nat Lesnicki, and a little similar to how we talked about Sadira Forcucci. Lesnicki has been the leader in terms of hitting all year long for Loyola. Hasn't quite gotten it going in this A10 championship, but if you can change that in the championship game, you'll forget about all that.
All about timing in this game.
Ramblers first baseman bats from the left side. Wind is blowing out towards left field again here today on a picture-perfect sunny day. Temperature in the mid-70s as we get going. Working ahead, Simcoe has it 0-2 on Lesnicki.
Nice change up there, caught her looking.
Good snag by Sudol to keep it from going to the backstop with the speedy Vanderwood at first base. We'll see if Loyola thinks about a steal. 11 of 15, not a great rate for Vanderwood, but she's got that speed. On the ground to the left side, tough play. There's McGuire from her knees.
Goodness.
That's the Defensive Player of the Year in the A10.
She has been unbelievable in this tournament. That is an awesome play. Throwing out a lefty in the hole deep from her knees. You do not see that very often.
Let's not sleep on what Karatzis did on the receiving end there as well. That is as good as it gets. Vanderwood is in scoring position for Liz Sudeikis with 2 outs.
If you don't appreciate that defense, I don't know what you would.
This is what we expect in the A10 championship, and Kate McGuire not disappointing.
If you tried to explain that to me and I didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Saw it so many times in the series against St. Louis on this field. Kate McGuire was robbing hits left and right in that exact same fashion. That is a hit, I don't know, 95 out of 100 times, but Kate McGuire makes that play look easy. The 2-1 is fouled back, and now Simcoe is a strike away from sending us to the second 0-0.
Simcoe's placement has been really good so far. She's gone to her off speed early just to try and keep him off a little bit.
Junior from Canada rocks and deals high, and again Sudol out of her stance to keep the runner at second base in Vanderwood.
Vanderwood's getting a really big jump there. You know how aggressive they can be on the bases. I really think she'll be going if she can get a hit here.
Yeah, get an even bigger jump in a full count with 2 outs here. And on the ground to second base for Cucci. Makes the play. We're scoreless as we go to the second. Simcoe and Keel, good work in the first inning. And Kate McGuire continuing to amaze at shortstop. We head to the second at the Betterment A10 Championship. Off for Fordham to begin the second inning, and the batting averages have been impressive for Fordham in this A10 championship, but the on-base percentages have been through the roof, up and down the lineup. This Rams team has continued to pass the bat, and that's been their secret to success.
It's not necessarily the traditional way that you win 3 games to get here, but it's worked for them.
Flied into dead center field. That one had a lot of hang time, and Sass is under it. Couple of pitches and 1 out to begin the second.
Interesting, we've had 2 solid hit balls deep, and the wind's died down. poor timing there, huh?
Yeah, it's interesting. We talked about the wind blowing out towards left, but it's gusting and swirling just a little bit, and you wonder if it's coming more across the field than it is necessarily blowing out. Seemed to have knocked down those couple of fly balls to center field. Here's Kate McGuire after that phenomenal defensive play in the last inning to keep Loyola off the board. That one runs outside. A look at the flag. It has been rather calm at times, and then it's picked up, makes it look like it's really windy out there, and we've been feeling those gusts even back here. Turned on foul off the bat of McGuire, the league's leader in doubles.
I can tell you right now, if I was a pitcher and got to pick my shortstop, it would be Kate McGuire behind me.
Melissa Inoue, head coach of Fordham, has talked at length about the leadership that Kate McGuire shows, not just on the field but off the field, setting the tone for how this team goes about their business. Call strike three, Anna Keel has the first two outs here in the second.
Tough pitch there, borderline. Hasn't been called a strike the whole time, but it's close enough that tough to take with 2 strikes.
Outside corner near the top of the zone. And how many times have we seen this? After a couple quick outs, Melissa Inoue calls her batter, Sophie Nesturik, back, maybe just to give a little extra time to Olivia Simcoe and talk over the strategy of what she wants to do in this AB.
Yeah, and she may not necessarily be talking over the strategy as much as she is just slowing things down a little bit. Keel works quick, gets into a rhythm, and when she does, look out.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Anna Keel taking away that time from the hitter, and so much of hitting is being able to process that information. You have an approach going into the at-bat, but then you have to be able to think on the fly. Hey, how am I being pitched here? How am I going to counter that? And Keel just doesn't give you that time to have that process. Popped up on the infield. Gregus couldn't locate it. Good thing Keel could. She's got it for the final out. A quick 1-2-3 from the freshman of the year. 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Keel will lead things off. Palowitz and then Rigby to follow at the Betterment A10 Championship. First pitch from Olivia Simcoe. She bounces it foul up the first base side for strike one. Keel is in some kind of rhythm inside the circle on the other side.
She is. This is a change up for Loyola. I haven't seen Alicia Abbott at third base the whole tournament.
Abbott taking charge over there at third. Interesting. Next to Keel is high for ball one.
Back to what you said, though. Keel has helped herself without a doubt at the plate when she's been on the mound. She's had a good bat going the whole tournament.
She's been an excellent hitter on the year as well at a 288 clip. She's got 10 doubles, and that's in a little bit more limited at-bats compared to others on the team. Lesnicki came into today with 152 at-bats. Keelis had just 73 to reach double-digit doubles. Bouncer off of home plate. Forcucci charging in. A little flip, sidearm for the first out.
She made that look pretty easy. She had a little bit more time, but nice play by Forcucci.
And ever since an error we saw earlier in this championship from Forcucci, she has made some really good plays over there at second base. Palowitz showing bunt, but the pitch is high. She pulls back.
Back to Keels at bats. She probably had to convince Coach Abbott at the beginning to let her hit, and I think she's done that now. So she'll continue to see more and more at bats through her career.
That's what you see from great players, true competitors. They want the ball. They want the game in their hands, especially in the biggest moments. Anna Keel, we talked about it, built for this stage. 2-0 here to the Ramblers shortstop. That's a call strike as Simcoe spins it in near the belt.
Definitely challenged her with that pitch, especially being a hitter's pitch.
Palowitz bunts that one foul over the screen, so now it moves to a 2-strike count. Palowitz had a home run. In fact, she had 2 home runs against Fordham up in Chicago, homered in games 1 and 3. She went 5 for 9 in that series, and she went 1 for 1 with a double earlier. Excuse me, it was a triple earlier in this championship against Fordham.
We talked yesterday. She just didn't look comfortable yesterday. Hopefully she'll settle in at the plate and produce for him.
Simcoe's payoff popped up to the left side. Nesturic not going to have enough room to field that one.
So far, good at bat, pressing it at the full count. Same thing for Simcoe, being behind 2-0.
That's hit hard through the left side. It's a 1-out single for Allie Palowitz, and she continues to be confident against this Fordham pitching staff.
The third baseman, number 3.
Yes, she does. That had to feel good for her.
And now Casey Rigby with that huge walk-off home run yesterday. She'd love to break this game open here in the second. You know, it's funny, yesterday Casey Rigby, she was warming up at third base and took a nasty hop. The ball came up and caught her in the face, and I think she wanted a little payback for that softball as she tattooed it over the left field fence to end our day yesterday.
It was definitely a no-doubter. Good pitch by Simcoe both times, the off-speed and then that low one out there.
Let's have another look at that crazy moment. Rigby went down for it and lifted it way out of here. A no-doubt bomb off the bat of the sophomore. 1-2 with Palowitz at first base and 1 down in the inning. Abby Gregus is on deck.
Good.
She'll live to see another 1-2.
They're seeing it better than what they did that first day, that's for sure.
Seen it from Simcoe. She is crafty, shows you a lot of different looks all over the zone. Good job to lay off of that one by Rigby.
Well, again, this Fordham staff trusts their defense so much. They're not overpowering. They're not going to get a ton of strikeouts, but their defense behind them does an awesome job.
So strong through the middle. As that's ripped foul. Alicia Abbott over there at third base had to look out.
She's ready to go back to the dugout and swap out.
A10 Coach of the Year thinking, what have I done?
Some kids, it's scary to stand out there. They just have such pop off their bat, and that left side can be a problem at times.
First regular season championship for Loyola Chicago. They're trying to make it their first tournament appearance in the NCAA through this Atlantic 10 Championship in school history, and now Rigby has worked it full.
Really good pitch there by Simcoe, though. Now she's got to come back to her here.
Next pitch will be the 8th of the at-bat. Excellent at-bat by Rigby thus far. Goes up for that one and pops it into shallow left field. Right up the line, the catch is made. Palowitz threatening to tag, but a strong throw in from out there. Michaela Swan really good out and left.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Simcoe to get that out. Get that easy fly ball in left field down. But I tell you what, Palowitz really wants to get going on the base paths. She's wanting to be aggressive and just no opportunities yet.
Now it's Abby Gregus at the plate. And Lori, how often have we seen in this championship at-bats like that end up in walks? Simcoe able to challenge when she needed to, and now Gregus lifts one in almost the exact same spot, and Swan secures the final 2 outs of the inning. Zeros on the board as we head to the third in the Betterment A10 Championship game. You're watching it on ESPN.
Be a part of today's championship game on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Center, no score as we start the third inning between Loyola, the 1 seed, but needing to win 2 games today, and Fordham advancing through the winner's bracket as the 4 seed. 3 wins in a row starting on day 1 of this championship. First pitch from Anna Keel to Morgan Volgraff is ball 1. 8-9-1 due up here for the Rams. On the ground, Keel fielding her own position. We've seen her grab a pop-up and now a ground ball. She has been money inside the circle.
She's just going to do it herself. Nice pitch. Get that weak little ground ball right back up the middle.
Anna Keel, Rookie of the Year, a ball player, can do it all. First pitch to Victoria Klimaszewski is fouled back. Her timing looked pretty good on that one.
It really did. I've been impressed with her performances, not only at the plate, but also pitching. She's been impressive as well.
Think about how differently things could have gone in that first game of the championship for Fordham. She really set the tone as she skies this into shallow center field. Going back on it, it's Sudeikis with the second out. Fordham jumped out to that early lead. St. Joe's tied them up, had all the momentum. Klimaszewski came into the game, settled things down inside the circle, and then hit that go-ahead 3-run homer and really set the tone for the championship for these Rams.
She did, but that was a great pitch by Keel. Got her off speed out in front and got that easy out.
Nalia Nogue, the only hit against Anna Keel so far. Taking strike 1 at the knees, Keel is dialed in.
Rigby's in about as far as she can be here.
Trying to take a lesson from that last one. Just a deadened topper towards her and couldn't charge in on it in time to get Nalia Nogue. She falls behind in the count, 0-2.
I don't think we've seen the infield in this close the entire tournament.
And with nobody on base as well. The 1-2 rolls in.
She's just a tough out no matter how you look at it. You can get ahead of her, you can be behind her, it doesn't matter. She's gonna battle and make you work to get the out.
Punch to the left side. Palowitz, a low and wide throw. That's what that speed does. Nogue up to second base easily. And now Michaela Swan has a good chance.
The left fielder, number 24.
That's the job of a slapper. Get 2 bounce, put the pressure on the defense. But Palowitz had more time than she thought, especially as strong as her arm is. That speed rushed her more than it needed to.
So a big moment now in this game. Even with 2 outs, Swan could bring home a huge run right now, but Kiel continues to work ahead 0-1.
I don't think Fordham would do it with 2 outs, but you got a lefty up, so Rigby's got to get pulled in a little bit again. And as quick as Nogue is, that third base may get swiped because that's a tough, tough coverage for the shortstop.
1-1 count. Kiel has struck out 2 batters. Michaela Swan is one of them. On the ground with the middle, slowly hit. Palowitz bobbles this one, and now they're at first and third.
The catcher.
Tough play there for Palowitz. It was hit just soft enough, far enough away from her that she had to go get it. It was going to be a tough play no matter what with that speed.
Let's have a look at how the Ramblers reached this point. It has been a wild ride for them. They were dominated in that first game against Fordham, but they bounced back in impressive fashion to take down St. Joe's 6-2. Things got a little interesting late in that game, but Hansen was able to reel in that final out and got a high five from a fan to boot to close that one out. And then, of course, the unbelievable comeback win against Dayton after trailing 7-0. Rigby, a blast she'll never forget about.
That was one of the best, craziest games I've ever seen in a long, long time.
And now an interesting development here as you see those Loyola players coming around and asked Alicia Abbott, the A10 Coach of the Year, you know, what about Sierra Sass? She said she was the one bringing all that energy, allowing us to come back in that game when it looked like they were down and out. It's ball 1 here to Nikki Sudal. And Lori, an interesting development. We talked so much about how good Palowitz is over there at short. She has committed 3 errors now already in this game. How does she and the rest of this Loyola team respond to that? A good pitch there from Anna Kiel, and we've seen that high and outside part of the zone a little bit more generous. She goes back to it when she needs a pitch.
Right, but that speed will rush you without a doubt.
In the dirt, count moves to 2-1. They're at the corners, and with the incredible arm of Gregus, would you dare, with 2 outs, send Swan and think about trying to bring home Nogue?
No, I don't think you can.
It's low. And now a 3-1 count to Sudal with Sadira Forcucci on deck.
Tough situation for the freshman Kiel, though. She's done her job and gotten 2 ground balls and ends up with first and third.
Sprayed down the right field side, and that's a fair ball. 1 run comes around to score. Swan gets the stop sign at third, and Fordham is on the board. They lead it 1-0 in the championship game.
The initial walk-on comes through again. Sudal with the key placement down that right field line. Didn't get a full swing on it. Didn't need to get that run in.
She had the first triple of her career earlier in this championship tournament. Had a key hit by pitch that brought home a run earlier in this tournament as well, and she continues to come through as Forcucci fouls off the first pitch.
It's early, but key at bat here. Freshman versus freshman, correct?
Correct.
Forcucci did see it well last time, hit it hard.
0-1 is a monster shot, but foul to the left side.
Great job by Keel to come back, though, right after giving up that little shot down the right field line to score that run.
Big 0-2 pitch coming early in this game with runners at first and third. It's outside for ball one.
Great pitch. 0-2, borderline pitch. Didn't get her to chase, but right exactly where you would want it.
Only seen one or two uncompetitive pitches so far from Keel. Everything in or around the zone. And again, Forcucci able to lay off. That ball started right down the middle and moved off the plate.
Sure did. She rolled it over nicely.
Big moment here for the freshman Forcucci. Swan is at third base. Sudal at first. The 2-2 from Keel to Sadira is low, and she's worked it back from 0-2 to a full count on a few borderline pitches.
Great job by Keel, though.
Karatzis on deck. Big 3-2 pitch is on the ground towards second base. Sadakis makes solid work of it. An unearned run has Fordham on the board. They lead it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning thanks to a Nikki Sudal RBI single. We'll be back at the Betterment A10 Championship.
Going beyond what is expected. Looking within to achieve what was thought impossible. Recognizing the truth of what is and the beauty of what can be. At Loyola University Chicago, we are illuminated by faith and eager to serve, ready to define what's next. Harnessing excellence, radiating brilliance. Loyola University Chicago.
In high school, I studied hard so I could have a career that would make a difference, but I hadn't seen enough of the world to really find my purpose. When it came to college, I was ready for a new adventure. I found it at Fordham. Suddenly, I have this big traditional campus and all of the opportunities of New York City. I'm beginning to see that my future lies in advocating for kids. Fordham hasn't just opened my heart, it's opened my whole world.
This is four-time All-Star Arike. This is off Rike. She played JV. Arike's game is money, and so is her investing because she uses Betterment to optimize her portfolio. Off Rike just found out her hot stock pick went cold. Arike uses Betterment to automatically reinvest her dividends so she can stay automatic from 15 feet. Off Rike isn't even semi-automatic. Being able to focus on your game instead of the market, that's the Betterment effect.
1-0 Fordham. It's the bottom of the third. Megan Piotrowski, the 9-hitter for Loyola, showing bunt, pulls back at a pitch in the dirt. Simcoe starts her 1-0.
Throughout the tournament, we've seen the 9-hole produce. See if she can get something started here.
Freshman from Tinley Park, just south of Chicago, flies it out of play. A ball and a strike. Piotrowski has gone 1 for 3 in the A10 Championship. Lexi Hansen started in her place in the final game yesterday for Loyola. Bunts this one up the third base side, fielded in foul ground by Nesturik, strike 2.
Great job letting that get foul there by Nesturik.
Sophie Nesturik has been steady as can be over there at third base. Good decision maker at third base for Fordham. Simcoe's 1-2, just up and away. Seen that pitch called against the righty, but not so much against the lefty.
She's been really consistent behind the plate. And as a coach, that's all you can ask for.
Our umpires have been outstanding in this A10 championship. That one very close, but it's ball 3.
That was hard to take. Thank you.
So Alicia Abbott not at third base anymore. That's interesting.
That's the first time I've seen her there the whole tournament.
Swing and a miss. Simcoe got Piotrowski to chase for the first out. It's the second strikeout of the game for her.
Great pitch by Simcoe. Even if she hits it, she wasn't really going to do anything with it, I don't think.
And now it's Sierra Sass. She struck out to begin this game, takes one high for ball one.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a attempted rally move, putting Coach over there or what, but.
Such a similar approach from these two leadoff hitters. Sass and Nogue can put pressure on you in so many different ways, but I think the overwhelming strength of their game, the eye that they possess with the plate discipline, setting the tone. (3-0).
Being a little bit too careful here, especially with her good defense behind her.
Simcoe has not walked a batter yet. Nikki Sudol wants to come out and have a word with her. These are a couple of upperclassmen. Sudol a senior and Simcoe a junior. And just a little vote of confidence there from Nikki Sudol. Her leadership has been so much fun to watch throughout this championship.
The growth that she's had to have made, going from a walk-on to a scholarship to a starting productive player.
You love to see it. Sass works a one-out walk. It's the first free pass issued by Olivia Simcoe. And now Loyola will try to get things going with Avery Vanderwood.
Avery's been so good. We'll see what she can do in this situation with that speed in front of her.
And do they go with the run game with Sierra Sass's 16 steals on the season? First pitch, Vanderwood pulls back from ball one. A lot of holes on the infield with what Vanderwood presents.
There really are. McGuire's got to cheat a little bit towards second in case of the steal. It's a tough situation when you get that speed on. You got another lefty slapper up because second base really can't cheat, because if she puts a bunt down, she's got to get to one. So it is. There's some manipulating going on, and it makes it tough, but we've talked about how hard the speed is the whole time.
Fordham using a grand slam from Kate McGuire, not only doing it with her glove. That was just her third career home run, first this season. Talked about that dominant win over Loyola, but they had to win a grinder against Dayton in that first game of this championship. They took down St. Joe's 7-3. It's been quite the performance from these Rams so far. Here's Simcoe with a strike at the knees.
So much pressure on the defense, but so exciting when you get this speed.
Call strike two. That's a huge one, and now it takes a little more pressure off that defense.
It does, but Kate's still got to cheat up the middle a little bit, and that hole right where these slappers want to go is huge right now.
It's a full count, and Nat Lesnicki on deck. This is a really big pitch upcoming to Avery Vanderwood. Loyola really wanting to respond to that run in the top half of the inning for Fordham.
Does she start the runner here?
Let's see. It is ripped into right center field. Long way to go. Nogue can't get there. Sass had to hold up a little bit. The relay will not be thrown home by Forcucci. We're knotted at one thanks to an RBI double from Avery Vanderwood. 2 for 2 in the game now.
Vanderwood has been so good throughout. Didn't start the runner, Sass, but didn't need to. She was quick enough to get there anyway, and you know Nogue got there quick to the ball because as quick as she is off the bat.
Yeah, I had to show some respect for that ground that Nogue can cover. Vanderwood absolutely belted that softball.
Great response by Loyola.
And that gets away, so Vanderwood is up to third base with one out and Lesnicki at the plate.
Infield's got to pull in here a little bit.
Lesnicki was robbed by the Defensive Player of the Year, Kate McGuire, back in the first inning. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Lesnicki is going to make Simcoe come into her.
Seeing a lot of discipline so far and not too much chasing outside the zone.
Lesnicki came into today hitting a team-leading .368. And now she's ahead 3-1.
Tough situation here for this pitch, but it's not going to get any easier if you put her on.
And she does put her on. So Liz Sudeikis will get a chance with runners on the corners and one out. And Liz Sudeikis has been unstoppable in the A10 Championship. She has already collected 4 hits, 4 for 7 with 3 RBIs.
I know she got out last time, but she had a good at bat, seeing pitches and right on it.
She did, worked a full count. Eventually Forcucci was able to retire her, and now another visit out to the circle upcoming here, and wonder if we're getting a change from Melissa Inoue.
We are.
All right, new pitcher here for Fordham. We'll let you know who it is when we come back at the Betterment A10 Championship. Freshman inside the circle now, Sydney May, the freshman from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, has taken over for Olivia Simcoe, and she was outstanding against Loyola Chicago just this past weekend. 4 1/3 innings of hitless ball with 4 strikeouts over the course of 2 appearances. Big spot here. They try to induce a throw, and the pick to third, they got her. Nikki Sudol with the fake throw gets Vanderwood at third. What a massive play in this game.
What great execution by Sudol to fake that throw to second on the steal and come right back. Good footwork to make a perfect throw to third to pick her off. That changes a lot.
There's that senior leadership again on display by Nikki Sudol. First pitch was a strike, now it's 1-1. And boy, if you are Sydney May coming into a runners on the corners, 1 out situation, that is a huge lift and wind in your sails right from the get-go. That pitch fell off a table. Sudeikis over the top of it for strike 2.
We've only seen a couple of pitches out of her, but she has a beautiful drop ball, and she's going to keep that ball down.
It's got some good zip on it as well. Her 1-2 is that same pitch. This time Sudeikis lays off, and now maybe she's got her set up for the riser. Could really go anywhere with this 2-2.
I think she'll still keep it down. Trust her defense once again.
You were right. It's a full count. Sudeikis starting to pick it up a little bit better.
Really don't want to get to who's on deck, right?
Anna Keel. Payoff is into the right center field gap, moving away from Nogue, but she made it easily. That is unbelievable. Incredible speed from Nalia Nogue to keep this game tied at 1. Sydney May comes out of the pen. Sudal comes up with a huge pickoff and then uses her defense of the incredible Nalia Nogue to keep us at 1. We head to the 4th at the Betterment A10 Championship. Each team picks up a run in the 3rd inning. We're tied at 1 as we head to the 4th. It's still Anna Keel inside the circle. Look at Nikki Sudal inside that dugout. Her pickoff of Avery Vanderwood at 3rd base changed the complexion of that last inning. Could have been a crooked number for Loyola. Instead, they have to settle for 1 after the RBI double from Avery Vanderwood. Here's Eva Karatzis skying the first pitch down the line and left in foul ground. The catch is made by Megan Piotrowski. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 4th.
The shortstop, number 25.
Good start there after they responded to get their run back.
Karatzis has flown out twice now, and it brings in Kate McGuire, who was a strikeout victim looking her first time up. Takes a pitch near the top of the zone for strike 1. Keel got that strikeout elevated in the first at-bat. She goes right back to that same spot. In the dirt.
Took a little bit off of that one, trying to get her to chase down low.
Nesturik is on deck. 5, 6, 7 due up here as McGuire rips it over the left field sidewall, and we've seen Anna Keel on a couple of occasions now to McGuire get it in enough that she can't keep it in fair territory.
Right, and that's tough against a lefty. It's one thing against a righty.
1-2 is away.
Good pitch though by Keel. McGuire's just not gonna chase anything right now. She's gonna dig in. She got
Anna Keel, the definition of a pitcher. Is a call, strike 3, almost the exact same pitch as she got her on the first time around.
I would have to agree with that. And both times she's looked stunned that it was where it was. Quick 2 outs again, and what does coach do?
Goes out to slow things down with Sophie Nesturik. It was the same exact situation as well. Karatzis flew out on the second pitch back in the second inning. This time she flies out on the first pitch, and then that caught looking of Kate McGuire 2 times in a row.
But it gives us a minute to talk about what a job Sydney May did coming in that tough situation. Her defense helps her, and that's how Fordham is where they're at. Undefeated so far in the tournament because of their defense.
All championship long, it's been the team that has limited the free passes that has been the one with the big advantage, and so far both of these pitchers have attacked. Even starting with Simcoe, she did have that walk of Sierra Sass, but that allowed the only run for Loyola. An error behind Anna Keel brought home the only run for Fordham. Off the instep of the foot, it's quickly 0-2 on Nesturik.
Walks will get you in trouble majority of the time. You just can't defend that.
RBI single from Nikki Sudol. Then she has the pickoff.
That hit her in a tough, bad spot there.
Yeah, still working that out. Needing an extra second. Sophie still feeling it here. Now she says she's ready. Loyola looking for their first A10 Championship Tournament trophy. Fordham looking for their 10th.
That's some tradition, isn't it?
It is.
Winning usually produces winning.
I believe it was 8 in a row at one point for Fordham. This count moves to 2-2. So from 0-2, Nesturik has worked the count full.
That was the best of the last 3 pitches that she's seen.
Morgan Volgraff on deck. Keel leans and fires a pop-up right back to her. She has 2 putouts and an assist now. Anna Keel doing everything for Loyola. We stay 1-1 as we move to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching the Betterment A10 Championship.
The 2020
Welcome back to the Billiken Sports Center, and even when you're in the game, you got to get some pets in for the pooches out there. That's Skylar Croker hanging out with her furry friend as the Ramblers come to the plate with Anna Keel leading things off against Sydney May in a tie ball game, bottom of the 4th.
That's the first pitch from May that's not been knee-high or lower.
Elevated that first one to Keel. Keel has been more of a run driver in type of batter rather than setting the table. She has scored just 4 runs, maybe some of that due to bringing the runner in for her from the DP position, but 19 driven in for Anna Keel as just a freshman.
I think she would love to have that last pitch back or see that same one again.
Looked like a good one to offer at, and looked like she may have doubled up with it.
She may have. I think it was a little bit farther out, but same height.
But that drop ball at the top of the zone is tough to pull the trigger on.
It is. She's deceptive. I will say that. I'm not surprised of the success she had.
This is belted into deep right center. The first homer of Anna Keel's career comes in the A10 Championship.
She may have gone to the well one too many times, hanging that pitch up to Keel.
Number 4, Allie.
And she wasn't going to let it go by again.
Talk about helping your own cause. Anna Keel puts her Ramblers and herself back in front 2-1. The bubbles are going in the dugout as the first pitch to Allie Palowitz comes in for a call strike.
She had a really good at bat last time, but it was also against Simcoe.
Palowitz singled her first time up, watches away this time from Sydney May. What a job by this Ramblers order to respond to the first run of the game scored by Fordham in the third, tying it up, and now they have taken their first lead of the A10 Championship, needing 2 wins to get the job done today.
One at a time, right?
That's right. Well, how many times has Alicia Abbott told us in postgame, 1 pitch, 1 out, 1 inning at a time. They are focused on the immediacy right in front of them. That has been their big theme this season. Two-two pitch, spoiled.
Coach Abbott also talked about, and I love this from her, they don't have to win every opportunity. They just have to win the right ones. And so far today, they've done that.
Well, Lori, how many times have you been preaching? This is a game of timing.
It is.
Swing and a miss. Palowitz goes after one up out of the zone.
Elevated that one and got her to chase it. But it is all about timing with this game.
May.
Good pitch.
Changing the eye level there with success. And now it's Casey Rigby with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch just above the knees for strike 1.
Sydney May works quick too.
She does.
I like that.
Went up in the zone time and time again against Anna Keel. I think especially with the wind blowing out, love to see her down around the knees like that. Stopped by Forcucci. She recovers for the second out.
Stayed with it. Nice stop, tough backhand. Got the out. Gregas has hit a ton of fly balls. I'd like to see her kind of level something out at one time.
You didn't like that fly ball off the top of the wall yesterday?
Well, that's probably been the best one, I will say that.
A double that did everything but leave the park for Abby Gregas.
Usually you get robbed by the defense, not by the fence.
She did put a bruise on the Billikens' head out there, though. In left center field, 1-0 pitch from May is on the ground to the left side, and Nesturic couldn't come up with it. Gregas is aboard thanks to an error.
The left fielder, number 28, Megan Piotrowski.
So we're in the A10 championship game, and we have seen a combined 4 errors already in this game now.
That was probably the hardest hit ball
Yes.
that resulted in an error so far today, though. The others were speed initiated.
Still a tough play, no doubt, for Sophie Nesturic, as that comes back to find the outside corner to Megan Piotrowski, who was a strikeout victim her first time up. Gregas at first base with 2 down, grounder up the middle. McGuire has that. She'll go to first for the final out of the inning, but a leadoff homer from Anna Keel, the first of the A10 Rookie of the Year's career, to break our 1-1 tie. Loyola leads it 2-1 as we go to the 5th at the Betterment A10 Championship. Big changes here for Loyola. Liz Sudeikis is now moving behind home plate. Abby Gregus was shaken up on that last play of the fourth inning. And now a new first baseman out there for Loyola as well, as it will be 8-9-1 due up for Fordham. Their chance, or their turn to respond, as Adelina Staden now comes into the game to play first base. Let's have another look at it here for Abby Gregus on her way to second base. And you could see it almost in the way that she left first base, keeled over as she works her way back to the dugout. Nothing too obvious there. So now it's Nat Lesnicki behind the dish. Talk so much about what Gregus does to control the running game. Only 20 steals all year long against Loyola, with 17 caught stealing because of what Gregus can do back there. And now that changes in a huge way against a Fordham team with a player like Nalia Nogue that would love to take those extra bases. Now they might have that opportunity.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Keel broke the tie in the bottom of the fourth with her first career home run over the left center field, or right center field fence, excuse me. And now she goes back to work against Volgraf and has her behind 1-2. She got Morgan to bounce out right back to her last time up.
You also have to be concerned, I'm sure, that Lesnicki has caught Keel some through the year, but not a ton.
That's lined into left field, and a diving attempt comes up empty, so it's a leadoff base runner. Morgan Volgraf provides it to open up the fifth.
That was a great effort in left field. Diving for that ball, but also keeping it in front of her and not allowing anybody to advance.
Yeah, that could be potential extra bases, but Piotrowski was able to keep it in front of her. And now Victoria Klimaszewski comes up with 6 RBIs already in this A10 championship, looking to provide another spark for the Rams with the top of the order waiting behind her. She waves through strike one.
Keel's kept her at bay so far with that outside pitch. Just tailing away. That's a tough one against the lefty.
If you leave it over the outside part, she'll make you pay. Lays down a beauty of a bunt to first base. She is safe. Klimaszewski comes up with a bunt single, and now the Rams are in business. Klimaszewski firing up the dugout.
I think that surprised everybody in the park. She got down that line really well. Beautiful bunt that nobody was expecting. Fordham's got something going here.
Talked about Klimaszewski being an X factor for this Rams squad. She's done it in so many different ways inside the circle with the power in her bat. And again, a recurring theme, the ability to get that bunt down, not only as a sacrifice, but to come up with the hit as well. Cherry on top. You've got 2 on. Top of the order coming up. And Nalia Nogue with the fat head in the stands, trying to make her fans proud here.
And this speed coming up is what has caused majority of these errors for Loyola, so tough situation coming.
And no more Gregus behind home plate. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Nogue is 1 for 2. She is singled, reached on an error, and scored the only run of this game for the Rams. Brought home on a Nikki Sudol RBI, and she moves ahead 2-0. And now you can, for the first time today, see the pressure starting to mount on the freshman Anna Keel inside the circle. Bunted foul. That caught our home plate umpire. She'll walk it off.
We talked yesterday how difficult sometimes it is to bunt, get a bunt down against a lefty with that spin, and we know Keel spins it really well. That's never an easy bunt.
So a little pause in the action here. It was a Morgan Volgraf bloop single into left field to start the inning. Victoria Klimaszewski kept it going with a bunt single of her own.
And it gets us to the leadoff.
Ava Vandernoth running out some water for our home plate umpire. Take a look at what Fordham did against Dayton to begin this tournament. Sudol with their first career triple in that game. And we're ready for action again here with Nalia Nogue ahead in the count, 2-1 with 2 on. She drops a bunt down. That is a fair ball. They go to third, and she is safe.
Great idea there to try and get the lead runner, but if you don't get the lead runner, it opens up the floodgates.
Big danger. Bases loaded. Nobody out, and Michaela Swan coming up. And you got a feel for Anna Keel here. That first hit was not all that authoritative in the inning, and now back-to-back plays on bunts as we may be getting a challenge here.
One thing we haven't talked about with the airs, though, is how it pushes the lineup down the line.
Loyola will challenge the play. So aside for a quick moment here. When we come back, we'll effort that review situation for you on ESPN. This is the Betterment A10 Championship. They're checking to see if that runner at second base left early. Let's see what the review shows. Call stands, so the bases will be loaded with nobody out and Michaela Swan coming up. And Laura, you made a good point in between our break there about that last play we just saw.
With Grigas's arm, you have to think that that's an out at third base possibly, because she just has such a strong arm, and you can't fault Lesnicki for trying, but that's, like I said, that's a tough play.
It's the voice of the Hall of Famer Lori Blade. I'm Colin Surrey along with you on ESPN, and now Grigas is coming back into the game. And you would think that Lesnicki would slide back over to first base. Indeed, that's going to be the case. So Staten is going back to the dugout.
It's a great play if it works, but if it doesn't, it really handcuffs the defense, especially with nobody out.
You're getting to the most dangerous part of the order as well for the Rams. So big situation coming up here, and while we've got a moment, we want to extend a huge thank you to everybody who has made this championship possible. All the great people here at St. Louis University make it such a fun place to come out to and enjoy these athletics that we love so much. And a huge shout out to Kirby Vowles back in the studio running all of the production over the course of this championship. It's fast and furious, all the games in a short period of time, and our crew has just done such an incredible job to bring these shots and incredible moments to you here on ESPN. And I also want to give a lot of love to the sports information directors representing all of these schools, and especially here at SLU. Mickey Smith does so much to keep us informed, provide us with great storylines, all the stats at our disposal because of all the hard work of these people behind the scenes. There is so much that goes into all of this, Lori, and we are incredibly thankful to have such great people helping us out here.
It's my first time, and it has amazed me at what good teamwork it's taken to produce this.
So Lesnicki goes back to first base. Abby Gregus is behind home plate. The bases are full of Fordham Rams. Nogue at first, Klimaszewski at second, and Volgraf is at third with Michaela Swan coming up. Nobody out in the inning. Anna Keel trying to dance out of danger, and this is one of those situations where if you can get out with just 1 or 2 runs of damage, you just don't want this to turn into a huge inning for Fordham, and that's a good start over the outside corner, strike one.
Sure is. For the freshman to keep her composure in these situations has been impressive.
Fouled out of play, so Keel works ahead 0-2 right away to Michaela Swan, who has struck out and reached on an error.
Strikeout would be huge right here for her.
Just able to catch a piece of it. It's a foul ball. Gregus couldn't quite get out to it before it was foul.
She almost threw her bat at that one. That off speed really got her. She was out in front.
Let's see where Keel goes with another 0-2. It's up and away.
Pitch call here is so important because you want to keep that ball in the infield as much as you can. You don't want a long fly ball necessarily to score the run.
Absolutely massive moment. Swan waves and misses. Keel, a clutch K. We saw her do it yesterday. She's at it again to keep the bases juiced now with 1 out.
Great sequence of pitches there for Keel to get that strikeout. And
off the plate away.
Another missed clutch steps into the box, it seems like.
Nikki Sudol watches a borderline pitch go for ball 1. Sudol has the only RBI of this game for Fordham. She reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. That's a call strike. Keel has it at 1-1.
So far she's kept it out on her, and last time she poked it right down the right field line for the hit to score the run.
Sudol with that outstanding pickoff move in the last inning. Watches out. It's 2-1 with Sadira Forcucci on deck. Huge pitch here. It's hit hard to short. Palowitz comes home with it, and it gets by Gregus. The game's tied. Here comes Klimaszewski under the tag. Fordham in front, 3-2.
Just enough pressure. She went to her knee and didn't have enough on the throw to get it to Gregus. Was hit hard.
That is a gutsy send by Melissa Inoue, and once again, Victoria Klimaszewski getting it done in multiple ways. Great base running this time.
Really was. She hesitated. I'd like to know if Coach Inoue actually sent her or she read that on her own and went, and it was a bang-bang play just because she hesitated.
Allie Brems coming out to talk with the pitching staff. Let's see if we can see another replay of it and whether or not Inoue had a part in that decision. Yeah, Inoue was ushering her along.
She was right on it. But again, Sudol putting it in play. Key in that situation with 1 out, bases loaded. Loyola's defense is letting them down so far.
4 errors now. And now Sadira Forcucci.
And I would have to say that Forcucci is seeing the ball in the box today in this game better than she has in any game so far.
Saw her belt that ball back in the first inning. Ended up being a fly out, grounded out to her counterpart at second base her last time up. She watches strike one here.
Good pitch there by Keel.
You know Anna Keel is not going to back down.
No, she is not.
1 ball, 1 strike.
You have to feel for Keel because she's done an outstanding job getting them to put the ball in play that what typically for Loyola are routine outs.
All 3 of these runs are unearned thus far. 2-1.
Yeah, everything here doesn't show how well she's thrown.
Forcucci stomps on it into deep left field, but it's caught, and that will be deep enough to score the speedy Nogue from third base. It's 4-2 Fordham.
Did her job in that situation.
First baseman, 0-0.
Loyola did everything they could. They got the out, and the throw went where it should at second to keep the runner at first. But all goes back to trying to get that lead runner. That's that third run that scored. We'd be out of the inning with 2 runs in.
That is the second time that Sadira has been just millimeters away from having a big fly. And a good job by Keel again, fielding her position. Karatzis is out, but Fordham responds to the Ramblers with 3 runs of their own. They lead it 4-2. Back and forth we go. Strap yourselves in at the A10 Championship game. We got the bottom of the 5th coming up next on ESPN.
For 50 years, the Atlantic 10 has stood for more than competition, creating a legacy of leaders and legends. From buzzer beaters
Jumper in the air, he's got it!
to championships, where athletics, academics, and the pursuit of excellence converge.
And there's Canby.
As we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the A10 Conference,
Nelson.
we honor the past, embrace the present, and look forward to the future.
Women are power. They're an unstoppable force. Champions of change, breaking down barriers, showing confidence in every move, and courage in the face of any challenge. They stand tall, they are fierce, and women are A10 strong.
Welcome back to the Billiken Sports Center, the site of the Betterment A10 Championship game. Fordham with 3 runs in the top of the 5th. Defense continues to be a problem for Loyola, something they've been so good at all year long. Chloe Trimondillis has now moved behind home plate for the Rams and did that contact Sass outside of the box. They're saying a foul ball. No challenge coming from Fordham. Sydney May ready with an 0-1 to the Ramblers leadoff hitter. It's outside, ball 1. Sass has struck out swinging and walked and scored one of the 2 runs for Loyola. That was back in the 3rd. Sends this into left field, twisting, turning, it gets over the head of Michaela Swan. Extra bases to lead off the 5th for Sierra Sass.
That thing got up in the wind,
The right fielder,
right,
number 13,
and twisted her all around with that lefty spin out there.
And how fitting that Sierra Sass is the one to get things started here for Loyola. Every time they need a pick-me-up, it seems Sass has that response. And now Vanderwood laying down a bunt. It's a beauty up the third base side. Nesturik cannot get her. They're on the corners with nobody out.
Here we go. Buckle up, right? Great bunt down the third base line. Just beat it out. It was great effort by Nesturik, but just a little too much speed.
Now Nat Lesnicki taking ball one low.
You know she wants to come through for her team after being put in a tough situation to go catch after coming from first base.
Grounded out back in the first, walked her last time up. That's a base hit into center field. Nogue's throw into second base. It's a one-run game and still nobody out. An RBI single from Nat Lesnicki.
What a nice smooth swing on that pitch to take it right back up the middle to score that run.
You know, I really liked right there that Nalia Nogue didn't try to bite off too much there and go for a diving catch and that turning into a triple or possibly an inside the park home run. You've got the lead. Try to let your pitching work out of this here.
Right. She did. She knew right away. That's experience and how well she sees the ball off the bat.
That table setter, Sierra Sass, getting it going again. She comes around to score to make it a 4-3 ball game, and Lesnicki will be run for at first base. She gets congratulations from her teammates in the dugout.
Once again, great response by Loyola, right? They give up a 3 spot, get one in, and still got it rolling.
Running at first for Nat Lesnicki.
Runner in there is Alexis Hansen.
Alexis Hansen.
Vanderwood at second base. Liz Sudeikis at the plate. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out today. She's showing bunt, and that is a fair ball. And successful sacrifice, but Lori, I thought that contacted her again while she was in the box.
I couldn't tell for sure, so I have no comment on that.
Umpires are getting together to have a discussion about it. I thought it should have been a foul ball. Let's take another look at it. Yeah, it looked like it caught her bat again.
Yep. Good call, Colin.
That is the call. So count moves to 0-1 on Sudeikis. Runners go back to first and second. And, you know, this is your go-to slugger out of the cleanup spot, and she's willing to try to drop down a bunt. Says a lot about the egoless play that this Ramblers team possesses. Watches one go away.
I think she'll do it again, but you're correct, the selflessness. But when you got Keel on deck, you're down 1. Good move to get 2 in scoring position for Keel.
Keel just blasted her first career home run last time up, and again, Sudeikis watches away.
Sydney May rolling that over, trying to get her to pop it up. Unfortunately, drop ball pitchers, those are a little bit easier to bunt, normally anyway.
Back and forth we have gone since the third inning. That bunt is foul, so now Sudeikis likely going to have to swing it here.
Yeah, Loyola wants contact here of some kind to give him a chance to move the runners.
Excellent speed at second base in Vanderwood. Big spot here. May to Sudeikis, grounder to third base. Nesturik will go to the bag and get the out.
Nice, great job by Nesturik to stay with it. She knew the speed was coming, so she dove to get that out.
Nesturik thought about the tag and then said, wait a second, I can reach the bag before her. That's a big time play for the first out. And now Anna Keel in another spot where she can help her own cause. On the ground to second base. Forcucci backs up on it. Flip the second. They can't turn it in time because she backed up on it, but huge just to get that out against the dangerous Keel.
It sure was to get that second out, but that was the importance of it. If they get a bunt down, a run may score on that ground ball in the infield, but they didn't execute the bunt. Mysteric stayed with it, got the lead runner, and kept it first and second. So now less of a threat with first and third and 2 outs here.
Alicia Abbott going to bring in a runner for Anna Keel. And they will send Abby Johnson out there to run. And now Allie Palowitz has a chance to make up for some of the defensive mistakes inside the box here. You know she would love to do that in a 1-run ball game, and not out of it yet for Fordham, but you think about the way this inning started. Sierra Sass a leadoff double, then back-to-back singles. If she could get out of this with 1 run of damage, this would be a huge momentum swing back in Fordham's favor.
Yes, it would.
Call strike at the top of the zone from May, trying to induce that throw. May's got her hung up, but did not throw it. The crowd saying, don't throw it, knowing that the speedy pinch runner over there in Hansen could possibly come home. And now Inoue with a quick question. She wants the umpires to get together and discuss something here. What do you think that might be, Lori?
It could be about whether the ball was in the circle and she changed directions. Since May didn't come back to attempt a play on her, if she changed direction, she could be out.
See if we maybe have a replay on that.
That's the only thing I could think of it being.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I think she's okay with it. She started to second, but by the time May got the ball, she committed back to first and stayed with it.
Umpires having that discussion with Melissa Inoue right now.
Yeah, that has to be what it is, because coach is questioning whether the ball came out of the glove. It did not, but she did not change directions.
So the runners will remain at first and third here. 0-1 count to Palowitz.
I think everybody was surprised that she was going on that, because the third base runner wasn't ready for it at all.
Now you got to be thinking about it. The 0-1 to Palowitz is high this time.
You are spot on, though, Colin. You know she wants to make up for her defensive miscues right here.
Palowitz already has a single. Belts this through the left side. We've got a tie game.
Great job, Palowitz, waiting for it to get to her and driving it just out of the reach of McGuire.
Brings home Hansen, and now 2 are on with 2 out after Palowitz comes through.
Once again, great response by Loyola.
And it looks like this is going to be it for Sydney May. We'll step aside and let you know who that new Fordham pitcher is when we come back. You're watching the Betterment A10 Championship game on ESPN. May staying in there. She induces a pop-up for Cucci, gloves it. Rigby out on one pitch, and it stays a tie ball game. Fordham scored 3 in the top half to take the lead. 2 more in the bottom for the Ramblers to tie it. This is the Betterment A10 Championship game. Sixth inning here in a tie ball game in the Betterment A10 Championship game. It's still Anna Keel out there. Kate McGuire will lead things off for the Rams to begin the 6th. This has had everything and then some in the middle innings.
Yes, it has, and I really think Keel got McGuire the first 2 times looking. That's not going to happen a third time.
Number 25, Katie McGuire.
McGuire 0 for 2 with those 2 Ks. Keel's first pitch is lined to second base. Sudeikis positioned perfectly for the first out.
Good piece of hitting, just happened to be right at her. Great pitch staying out on her by Keel. Big out right there.
Sophie Nesturic coming up now.
We've had no technical difficulties by the watches today so far.
We love that. I just hope you didn't jinx it as Nesturic sends it into deep right. Good play by Avery Vanderwood.
Great jump on the ball. Good over-the-shoulder catch. Great contact. That really carried out farther than you would have thought.
Nesturic's got a ton of power.
Quick 2 outs. I was expecting Coach Inouye to call a timeout again and talk, slow things down again.
2 pitches for 2 outs. And now Volgraf, who singled and scored her last time up, 1 for 2 in the game, taking high and away, ball 1.
She may still be slowing it down by giving a take sign, who knows?
"1-0 is outside. Got to be impressed with the resolve of Keel in this game. That's a call strike on a borderline pitch.
You really do. One, to be a freshman in this situation, but to be doing everything she's doing and have 4 errors behind her. And you haven't seen a change at all in her demeanor at any point in time.
Really haven't, and maybe the most important thing, we talked about that defense letting Loyola down a little bit. No free passes, but a 3-1 count now for Volgraf. Sends it on the ground through the left side. It's a 2-out single from Morgan Volgraf. She moves to 2 for 3 in the game.
Nice piece of hitting there to go with it again. Full inside out swing. Good job by Keel though, make her earn it.
brings up the dangerous Victoria Klimaszewski. She bunted for a hit her last time up, popped up to second base back in the third inning, excuse me.
Gill wants to keep it on the corners here. She's been a dangerous at bat and seems to come up at big moments in every game.
Ball one.
I don't think we've seen her square around like that the whole weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a bit of a new look here from Klimaszewski. Maybe trying to help shorten herself up here. She's ahead in the count, 2-0.
Yeah, I don't think she's liked the outside pitches that Keel's given her so far.
Ooh, she was on that just underneath it for strike one.
That one had a little too much plate for her liking.
Klimaszewski is hitting .313 on the season with 3 home runs, and she sends it into deep left field. That is gone! A 2-run homer right on cue from Victoria Klimaszewski.
Everything that we've seen her hit and hit hard has been up the middle and pull. That time, what a great piece of hitting to stay back. Gill has stayed out on her the entire game, and she drove it over the right field fence.
I have to confess, Lori, I didn't even see it leave the park because all of those Fordham Ram fans were glued to the fence trying to see it leave the park. Klimaszewski goes oppo taco, got it up into that jet stream, and the Rams lead it 6-4. A huge 2-out home run, and now Nogue fouls one off. How about that at-bat, though, right before it from Morgan Volgraff to extend it to Klimaszewski to have that opportunity?
Absolutely, but I tell you what, looking at the replay, that was a really good pitch, but a better hit because she hit a tough pitch, located it where I think she wanted to. She's just a tough out for a power hitter.
And so many times we've seen that kind of secondary leadoff hitter in the 9 spot. Klimaszewski brings a ton of pop. It's a strikeout of Nogue, but 8 RBIs now in the A10 championship for Victoria Klimaszewski. She goes the opposite field to put her Rams back on top 6-4. What a ball game. Bottom of the 6th coming up next at the A10 Betterment Championship. Back and forth we continue to go. A seesaw battle between Fordham and Loyola in the A10 championship game at 6-4 after the Klimaszewski 2-run shot in the top half of this inning. And now Abby Gregus leads things off against Sydney May. Great to see Gregus back in the game.
Yes, it is.
8-9-1 due up here. Gregus sends that out of play for strike one.
Loyola's responded every inning to Fordham scoring. Let's see if they can do it one more time.
On the ground is short. Kate McGuire, not the one you want to hit it to for the first out.
Solid as always.
Number 28, Megan Pietrowski.
Tell you what, so far Sydney May's done an outstanding job coming into this tournament for the first time.
Sure has, and you know, that's a routine play right there, but in this setting with the stakes, a chance to win a 10th A10 championship for Fordham, a chance to go to the NCAA tournament, nothing is routine anymore as the first pitch goes for strike one to Pietrowski.
It's not, but she continues to rely on her defense.
Gregus is 0 for 3 after that ground out. Pietrowski is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. 1-1 to her.
We've seen 9 hitters throughout the tournament come up. Here we go.
Just saw it in the last inning, or within this inning, I should say, from Klimaszewski. That goes foul, so now May has a 2-strike count. May's 1-2 is fouled back.
Just got that piece of that one. Set her up to try and get her to chase, but she just hung on.
Another 1-2. On the ground, Nesturic got her glove to it for the second out.
Fordham all tournament has been so good behind their pitchers.
This left side of the infield has just been outstanding. Sydney May pumped up after that play by her third baseman. So now it's Sierra Sass with 2 outs and nobody on. Sass has scored 2 of the 4 runs for Loyola today, and she takes away ball 1.
Fordham has to be happy, though, getting to the leadoff with 2 outs.
That's foul. Boy, these crowds have been outstanding here at the Billiken Sports Center. Fordham fans can feel it right now. Back up the middle, Sierra Sass continues to be an incredibly tough out.
She really has been. I guess that's why she's in the leadoff position, right?
She's reached 3 out of 4 times today.
Vanderwood, though, has impressed me at her at bat. See if she can push it along to the 3-batter.
She is 3 for 3 in this game with an RBI double. Takes a strike over the outside black. Doubles up with it right at the knees. Sydney May, pinpoint accuracy.
She really is. She is not missing her targets by much, if at all.
Big pitch with Lesnicki on deck. Did she go? No.
She's been in that same area all 3 pitches. Let's see if she changes it up here.
Swing and a miss. Sydney May gets out of it, and a chance for some insurance in the 7th for Fordham. They lead it 6-4 with a championship trophy on the line. We'll be back from the Betterment A10 Championship. With 2 through 4 due up in the order for Fordham, it's Ruby Chumo. And Chumo has recorded just 5 at-bats this year. The freshman from Barrington, Rhode Island, getting a chance in a big spot against Anna Keel, still inside the circle. First pitch just a little bit inside, maybe up for ball 1.
What a big opportunity for her here to get her first at-bat in the tournament.
Call strike to even the count. One, two.
2 really good pitches right there for Keel. She went in on her, didn't get it. Went to the outside part now.
Swing and a miss. Chumo down on strikes. Keel has another K. She has been missing bats today.
Pitcher number 28, Chloe Tremendillis.
Good pitch to Challenger right there. Couldn't come up with any contact.
First one misses outside to Chloe Tremendillis, who came into this game for Nikki Sudol. Timeout called.
Oh, I may have spoke too soon on the watches here.
At least we don't have to replace them yet. The 1-0. Call, strike right under the hands. Keel has punched out 6 through 6 1/3 now. 1-1 is pulled foul.
Got to be ready over there in the dugout opening.
Two and two now.
Just off the plate there.
Tremendillis has hit .268 this year with 9 RBIs, 1 double for the freshman from Danbury, Connecticut. And now she's got a full count against Keel. Another hot shot to the left side, foul. Forcucci is on deck. 3 freshmen in a row here in the 7th inning. Dugout making some noise. Lazy fly into left. Piotrowski didn't have to move much for the second out.
A lot of times you have those freshmen, they don't know that they need to be nervous in situations, right?
That's true. What do they say? Ignorance is bliss?
There you go. She just got under the last at bat, but has hit it hard all day.
Forcucci has done it. Oh, no doubt home run to make it 7-4. She finally breaks out in the 7th inning of the championship game.
I've been waiting to see what everybody has talked about with the pop off of her bat, and we got to witness it right there.
Eva Boyer-Roxon.
Huge extra run.
Elevated, and she did not miss it.
Quick hands through the zone.
Sent that way over the fence. And now Eva Karatzis out in front of strike 1.
She was ready to go and not ready for that off speed there.
Oh, 2.
2 in a row.
See if she goes to it a third time. Karatzis is 0 for 3 today.
Fordham has just taken advantage of every opportunity they've been given throughout the tournament.
That bounces in, so Karatz is back in the count 2-2. It's incredible to see just the confidence that this Fordham team has played with. Any type of situation that they have been put in, they seem to have just handled it so incredibly well. Into left field, a diving grab made out there by Piotrowski, but Sadira Forcucci has made it a 3-run game with her solo shot with 2 outs here in the 7th. 3 outs away from a championship. Fordham will try to close it down in the bottom of the 7th when we come back at the Betterment A10 Championship. Down to this, a 7-4 Fordham lead in the bottom of the 7th. Heart of the order due up for the Ramblers for Sydney May, unless Nikki gets it started in style. A base hit to start the 7th. Would you expect anything less?
No, you wouldn't. It looked like the same at bat as last time, other than went over the shortstop's head. Great piece of hitting.
Lesnicki is 2 for 3 with a walk. And now passes the bat to Liz Sudeikis. They need at least one more base runner to bring the game-tying run to the plate with Anna Keel on deck. Sudeikis is 0 for 3 today. She watches ball 1 from Sydney May. And Lori, I was wondering whether or not Fordham would bring Holly Beeman out for this final frame, but maybe wanting to save her as much as they can for another potential game if Loyola has something special in them. It's a base hit from Sudeikis. The first 2 have reached.
She may not have a choice here. I'm sure she's ready to go.
The pitcher, number 11.
She's right there ready to go with Coach. Another great hit, and they're hitting her hard.
Wow. How about the aggressiveness of these hitters to open up the 7th inning? Sydney May has not been issuing free passes. Lesnicki and Sudeikis ready for the moment in attack mode. And now Inoue, it looks like, is going to make that move.
Here's number 88, Ava Vanderoff.
Yeah, they have nothing to lose here. They've got to be aggressive, but they were starting. She's not going to throw that ball by him. Sydney May wasn't, so they were starting to square some things up.
It is not Holly Beeman. It'll be Elizabeth Gazier, the sophomore who was absolutely incredible last year, and an all A10 rookie team member in 66 innings pitched last year. She hasn't quite been able to find it yet this season, but if she can come through here in the 7th inning and secure this win for Fordham, what a special moment it would be for Elizabeth Gazier. But I mean, stop me if you've seen this before. Loyola down and out yesterday against Dayton. They find a way to come all the way back and walk it off. They're trending that direction again.
They're giving themselves a chance, and that's all you can do. But you're right. Coach mentioned at one point that no lead is safe. They believe that they're always in the game. They truly showed that yesterday, and I have to think that they have enough confidence to continue to compete here.
Unbelievable stuff. Loyola has 11 hits in the game to Fordham 7. Back-to-back base hits from Nat Lesnicki and Liz Sudeikis. Anna Keel is due up now. Allie Palowitz and then Casey Rigby, who was last night's hero, in the hole.
At this point, it's just to try to pass the bat here.
The lefty Gazier went an inning and a third against Loyola, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned just this past weekend, and the first pitch from the sophomore is outside, ball 1 to Anna Keel. Keel hit her first home run of her career in the 4th inning to lead off that inning. Call strike to even the count at 1.
How big is that home run last inning right now?
Absolutely huge. Otherwise, you'd be looking at the game-tying run on base, and Keel could potentially end it with a big fly here. 1-1, got it by her. Gazier staying out to her. A little further away that time. 2-2 the count with 2 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Loyola Chicago has to win this game to force a second with a chance to win the championship. Fordham can close it out right here. Popped up behind home plate. Tremendillis gives way. It's Karatzis as they collide. Maybe she didn't give way, but it worked out anyway.
Yeah, they got lucky on that because there was a lack of communication, but it's also loud. So, but they did get the out, and that's all that matters.
That first out in the 7th, so critical. And it comes on a pop-up off the bat of Keel. Karatzis, clutch play. And now it's up to Allie Palowitz with 1 out and 2 on. That straightens her up for ball 1.
She's had a good day so far at the plate, but once again, I'm sure she wants to come through for her team right here.
Palowitz is 2 for 3 with an RBI. She flies it into center. Nogue comes in for the second out. Fordham is 1 out away.
The third baseman, number 3, Casey Rigby.
This Fordham group's ready to explode over here.
The fans are to their feet. And guess who? Casey Rigby, who had the walk-off home run, her first ever collegiate home run yesterday. Does she have another in her? First from Gazier is a call strike at the belt. Rigby 0 for 3 today. She's flown out to left, grounded to second, and popped to second. Gazier relieving May in the 7th. Her 0-1 is high.
Gazier's been impressive so far this inning.
She's got good stuff, doesn't she?
She really does. She has good speed, but the difference between the two with Sydney May and her, it has to be tough to get into the box.
It's a different look. The 1-1 to Rigby. Outside.
Speed-wise, movement-wise, and then you throw in she's a lefty too.
Was back-to-back base hits to begin this inning from Nat Lesnicki, who's at second, and then Liz Sudeikis, who is at first. A 2-1 pitch. Hits her! And the game-tying run is aboard. Abby Gregus will come to the plate with the bases loaded.
I think it got her right in the ribs, didn't it?
Sure did. Close to it at least.
Yep.
Oh.
That is a tough one because she does throw hard.
Abby Gregis left this game momentarily. She's back in this huge spot for Loyola. And again, the importance of that Sadira Forcucci home run is Rigby goes to the bench. They'll put a pinch runner out there as that potential game-tying run. It is Skylar Croker.
What little bit Gregis was out did change the game.
It did. She's back. Can she change it again at the plate this time? First pitch is upstairs from Gazier. Abby Gregis, the redshirt junior from New Lenox, Illinois, has one home run this year. It came against George Mason on April 25th. She's underneath it on the infield. It's Vandernoth, and the Rams have secured their 10th Atlantic 10 championship. Pure jubilation for these Fordham Rams. They go unscathed in the A10 championship. Winners of 4 in a row. They take it 7-4 over Loyola Chicago, and they are headed to the NCAA tournament.
Awesome performances up and down. Offense, defense, pitching, the whole package. After seeing that, I'm not one bit surprised, and they definitely did not want to go to another game.
Incredible stuff.
Make sure to stick around for the championship award ceremony.
Pure emotion for these Fordham Rams. Tears of joy. And we will bring that trophy presentation to you and hopefully get a chance to speak to Melissa Inoue in postgame.
I still want to talk about Keel's performance because she was really good today, doing her job in a fashion. It's just her defense, I think, let her down. But Fordham has taken advantage of opportunities throughout the tournament, and they did it once again.
Special moment for Fordham, heartbreak for Loyola Chicago. Still a phenomenal season with their first ever regular season championship in the Atlantic 10, but this day is about those Rams. The response,
Yeah.
I mean, they never gave an inch this entire championship.
No, they didn't, but congratulations to Coach Abbott on the season they did have. I know it's disappointing for them, but what a season they had overall.
They got hot at the right time. They took 2 out of 3 against Loyola Chicago in Chicago, and now they win both of their games against the Ramblers here in St. Louis.
They may have been the hottest team coming into the tournament, and they just kept it going throughout.
Got healthy at the right time. Victoria Klimaszewski with a big hug for Melissa Inoue. Boy, Klimaszewski was the game changer. We talked about it right at the top of the broadcast, how she's been that X factor for this team. She comes through again.
But not just with the home run. She put the bunt down in a key situation and beat it out. So she did it all the way around. Big. She was big on the mound in some games and always big at the plate.
Showed there's nothing that she can't do. And these Fordham Rams, just a special, special group. Their fans were unbelievable in support of them for this entire championship. And Lori, that counts for a lot. When you've got that support behind you, away from home, some of these games felt like home games for the Rams.
It did. Their fans were so much fun. They did a great job throughout supporting, but this team was tight coming in, and I go back, Coach takes them to that beach house, right, to work on their team chemistry and things, and it paid off.
They were loud, they made their voices heard, they even made some good plays on some foul balls.
They know how to celebrate.
They sure do. What an incredible moment for this Fordham team under Melissa Inoue, 2019, 2022, and now 2026 champions. We'll come right back with a quick convo with Melissa Inoue. A10 champion Melissa Inoue. Coach, how proud are you of what your team has accomplished here in this tournament?
Well, first and foremost, I mean, I know Loyola hasn't been in the A10 very long, but man, they have been competitors from the start, right when they got here. Alicia's did a great job, especially after last year. We know that they were missing a couple players, and to replace their staff with 2 freshmen that were competitive, you know, says a lot about their program and how competitive. St. Louis did a tremendous job hosting the tournament this week. Obviously, I'm glad the weather panned out, but I'm really proud of Team 42. The last few weeks, we've grinded out. I think we started to play our best softball the last few weeks, but really just the synergy and the togetherness and kind of everyone, you know, foot to the gas and bought into the team part. Obviously, a lot of switches at the end, and that's not easy. You know, I have a freshman catching for a senior, but they understand their strengths, you know, so I couldn't be more proud of this group right here.
I'm sure, but it was so impressive. And you talked about the chemistry. I'm going to go back to the beach house. It had to have started there. I don't think everybody does that. But tell us what you do at the preseason.
Yeah, we started that a few years ago when it was just me and my assistant coach, and we wanted a way to kind of just strengthen the bond together. But it's just, you know, week after school starts, we bring the group together, take their phones away, just kind of really solidify the momentum going into the season.
I love that.
It's a lot of good together time. I mean, half the kids live together, so it is a tight group, but really tight on the field, which it matters the most right there, too.
Melissa Inoue with us here. Coach, what do you think it says about your team that every time in this championship a team punched you guys, gave up runs, your team immediately responded to that here on this stage?
You know, our seniors led us the last few weeks. They really did. I mean, every moment of this tournament was a senior stepping up, you know, and I think it says a lot because I think they weren't really happy with what they were doing in the first half of the season. So we kind of had a chat with them on saying, stop trying to do too much. It's the whole team. But really just the senior group led us, and just really proud. I mean, we grinded. Redemption was our slogan all year. You know, it was really tough last year to lose back-to-back walk-offs, and I think just that the group was hungry, and I could tell this week there were so many things kind of going our way. But again, the redemption was what we wanted. So yeah.
I absolutely love that you're the pitching coach.
Yeah.
You're in charge.
It's stressful, though.
It took 3 today.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever seen a staff that relies and accepts relying on their defense as much as your group does.
Yeah, I think, you know, Liv had faced him, 3 times, and, you know, warmer day, labored, dang Canadian. She was probably hot out there, you know, and then Sydney May matched up well. But Lizzie deserved that moment. She's been through a lot this year, and we just know someone else was with us today.
Absolutely. Always, always.
Yep. Go Rams.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Appreciate Melissa Inoue so much for joining us here, and that reference to what it meant for Elizabeth Gazier to finish this one up so incredibly special. So we will bring the award ceremony to you next. Again, a huge thank you to our entire crew that has made this possible this week. For my partner, Lori Blade, I'm Colin Surrey saying so long one last time from the Billiken Sports Center.
Before we begin. From Dayton, Hayden Baird. Also from Dayton, Deirdre Flaherty. From Loyola, Chicago, Anna Heel. Also from Loyola, Chicago, Avery Vanderwood. From Loyola, Chicago, Liz Sudeikis. Also from Loyola, Chicago, Sierra Sass. From Fordham, Nalia Nogue. Also from Fordham, Holly Beeman. From Fordham, Victoria Klimashevsky. And from Fordham, Kate McGuire. And now we'd like to recognize the most outstanding player of the 2026 championship. This individual selected for the All-Championship team based on her outstanding performance this weekend. She had 8 RBIs, including 2 home runs, and hit the go-ahead 2-run home run today. From Fordham, pitcher and infielder, Victoria Klimashevsky. Congratulations, Victoria. We would now like to recognize each member of the championship team. As your name is called, please come forward to accept your gift. Members of the championship team, Holly Beeman, Ruby Chumo, Sadira Fortucci, Elizabeth Gazer, Aaron Hoppy, Victoria Klimashevsky, Eva Karaxis, Sydney May, Kate McGuire. Morgan Berzon. Sophie Nesterik. Leah Nogue. Olivia Simcoe. Nicole Sudal. Annie Sullivan. Michaela Swan. Chloe Tremendoulis. Ava Vanderhoff. Morgan Bullgraff. Aubrey Zavushi Ramos. The academic advisor, Ryan Signorino. The strength coach, Joshua Greer. Athletic trainer, Bridget Ward. SWA Sport Administrator, McKinney Thompson. The assistant coach, Jake Long. Assistant coach, Mackenzie Swinehart. And head coach, Melissa Inouye. Congratulations to the Fordham Rams.